Morning.
I'm Sarah, by the way.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Oh, is it at the
Yes.
Those are
I really wanted to go
That's the camera right there. They only get we're on the live stream in there. He got us. Brody's sniping us. Brody sniped us. Yeah, I don't know what to do. It's on us, bro. It is on us.
Good morning. I'm Nancy Schreiber, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs and Class of 2026. The glorious Newport weather has shown up to celebrate you. And on behalf of all of us here in the Salve community, congratulations. Please remain standing if you're able and join us in the singing of the national anthem, which will be led by Anna Anise and Emma Corselli.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Reverend Raymond Malm, University Chaplain, will offer the invocation.
As we begin this ceremony today, I'd like you all to think of your relationship with God, or whoever you call God, or don't call God. Whatever he means in your life, or she means in your life. As I go over these things, you all know the critical concerns of the Sisters of Mercy. You've heard that through your time here at Salve. You may not be able to recite them, but it's important that you have them within your heart. This is a challenge of justice, of peace, and of nonviolence. Eternal source of wisdom and compassion, we stand at the threshold of a new beginning, holding in our hands not only diplomas, but the power to shape the world we want. Grant us the vision to see beyond ourselves, to recognize the dignity in every person, to listen before we speak, to build bridges where walls have been raised. In a world too often fractured by fear and greed, may we be architects of peace. Not peace that is mere quiet, but peace that is born of truth, justice, and understanding. In the face of injustice, give us the courage to speak, the humility to learn, and the persistence to act without violence, knowing that the way we fight for what is right shapes the world as much as it causes itself. Teach us to honor the humanity of those who differ from us, to respect not only the voices that echo our own, but especially those that challenge us to grow. As we step forward into the unknown, may our knowledge be guided by wisdom, our ambition tempered by compassion, and our success measured by the good we bring to others. Let this be our legacy, a generation that chooses peace over power. Let this be our legacy, justice over comfort, and respect over indifference. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Congratulations, everyone. Good.
Please be seated. Dr. Kelli Armstrong, President of Salve Regina University, the Board of Trustees, elected officials, Sister M. Therese Antone, Chancellor, administrators, faculty, alumni, and especially today, degree candidates, relatives, friends, and distinguished guests, we welcome you to our 76th commencement exercises. Today, we honor the university's commitment to lifelong learning by celebrating not only the achievements of traditional undergraduates, but also the perseverance of those undergraduate students who have returned to complete their degree, often while pursuing careers and raising families. Counselor Ellen Pinnock will now offer greetings from the City of Newport.
Here? Okay, thanks. Good morning, everyone. You gotta forgive me, I'm supposed to have a script, but apparently I don't. So we're going off the top of the head. It is beautiful to see so many wonderful young faces in this space this morning. Congratulations, class of 2026. I want to say that the City of Newport has been honored and is proud to have you all here in our city. And for those of you who have always been here, very grateful. And for those of you who have made this your home, we're also very grateful. And I do hope that you find it in you to stay. And if not, please come back and visit. May your journey be blessed. And may the Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. Thank you.
Senator Jack Reed will now bring greetings from the United States Senate.
Congratulations, class of 2026. It's a great day for you, for your families, and Salve Regina. Let me begin by recognizing President Kelli Armstrong and Sister Therese Antone. They really are the force that guides this great university. And Councilwoman Pinnock, thank you too. I'm delighted to join you in this very special moment of celebration, which is also a day of gratitude and reflection. At this time of celebration, be sure to remember those who helped you reach this milestone, your family, friends, the outstanding faculty and staff of Salve Regina, those who believed in you, inspired you, and helped you reach this moment. And as you prepare to take your next steps on the pathway to your educational, career, and personal goals, I hope that you will carry with you Salve Regina's spirit of mercy and dedication to the shared responsibility we have one to another. This is the legacy of the Sisters of Mercy, and you have been entrusted with it. For Salve Regina University does not only prepare you for success, it prepares you for service. This is the example that this year's honorary degree recipients have set for us, and I'm delighted to join you in recognizing their service and accomplishments. Helen Ryan, class of 1969, who has expanded educational and service opportunities imbued with her deep faith. James O'Connell, a gifted physician who has dedicated his practice to serving homeless individuals. There was no more noble objective than that. And Ray Suarez, a broadcast journalist of impeccable integrity who chronicles the contributions and experiences of immigrant communities and the ongoing story of our nation. And if we all think back long enough, your family had an immigrant, unless you were an indigenous Native American. This is a country of immigrants. Like these extraordinary individuals, I know you will carry forth the spirit and the values of Salve Regina, turning them into action and making the world a better place. At a time when dysfunction and discord seem to be ruling the day, we need your skill, your knowledge, your talent, and your creativity to forge a better way forward. So go forth and help us build a just, harmonious, and merciful world. Thank you.
Our president, Dr. Kelly Armstrong, will now address Salve Regina University's class of 2026.
Oh, you look beautiful. Good morning and welcome to all. We are so grateful today for the presence of Senator Reed, Councilwoman Pinnock, our city manager, Colin Kennedy, our Salve trustees, our dedicated faculty, amazing faculty, staff, and friends of Salve. Welcome to the families who have sacrificed so much to support our new graduates. We are very happy that you are here to witness this important milestone for our graduates. Most importantly, to our phenomenal class of 2026, a heartfelt congratulations. We love you so much. Yeah, amazing. And let me add, which is what has now become an annual shout out to our graduating seniors who are on the Salve baseball team, missing their commencement. They play at 11 today to represent Salve in the NCAA championship. Go Seahawks. Salve graduates, as we celebrate this incredible achievement in your lives, I'd like to invite you to take a moment to look beyond these white chairs, the supersized tent, and all of our regalia. For just a moment, take a look at the horizon behind this tent on both sides and beyond, and the cliff walk where the Narragansett Bay meets the sky. For 4 years, this coastal campus has been the backdrop of your growth. From those early days as new students at your orientation and convocation, to learning in the classrooms of O'Hare and Macaulay with ocean views, taking walks down 40 steps for a break between classes, or sprawling out on the lawn in nice weather to soak up the view surrounded by thousands of daffodils. Salve's home, this coastal setting, is forever a part of your journey as we now become your alma mater. As you prepare to walk across the stage today to begin a new part of your story, the question I have isn't how far you will go, because this class is a particularly talented class, and I know you will have many successes. But I ask about the way in which you will lead in your lives and the people you will lift up along the way. When Catherine Macaulay, the founder of the Sisters of Mercy, walked the streets of Dublin about 200 years ago, she didn't wait for a mandate to lead. Though she was a woman of privilege, and she could have chosen a different, more comfortable path, she saw vast needs around her in those who were suffering from lack of food, education, and health care. And she rose up to meet those needs with a radical, disruptive kindness. This is mercy leadership that you have heard about so much during your time here at Salve. To have an impact on others, mercy leadership doesn't need a loud or commanding voice. As we look at this beautiful ocean view around us, we often focus on the waves, the crashing, visible moments of life that demand our attention. But Mercy leadership is more like the ocean's undercurrent. It is the quiet, invisible force beneath the surface that moves the tide. It doesn't need to roar to have the power to change the shoreline. It simply persists, steady and deep, having the courage to be responsive to those needs that we encounter in our life's journey. You are entering a world that can sometimes feel tumultuous. It is easy to look at the Mercy critical concerns that we've studied and feel overwhelmed. How can one person have an effect on such large and intractable issues? But remember what we've learned here on this cliffside. Mercy leadership asks us to be shining lamps in those dark corners, whatever your future profession might be. Mercy means leading with radical hospitality, making room for voices that differ from your own, having the courage to be kind when the world often rewards those who are cynical, and recognizing that your degree is not just a shield for your own success, but a tool for justice. Graduates, you have been Salve made. You have mercy leadership built into your DNA now. And as you leave this beautiful campus, supported by your faculty, staff, and fellow student mentors, as you achieve many successes that you have toiled hard for along the way, remember that as a Mercy graduate, you are called to work for a world that is harmonious, just, and merciful. Go out and be the steady hand in the storm. Go in peace. Go in love. Go to serve a world that awaits the person that you have become. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are so incredibly proud of you. God bless you all.
Ms. Cheryl Mrzowski, Chair of the Board of Trustees of Salve Regina, will now confer the honorary degrees.
By virtue of the authority invested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University, I confer this year's honorary degrees to Dr. Armstrong.
Could I ask Helen Ryan to approach the podium? Wonderful, Helen. Helen Ryan, your belief in Salve's mission has illuminated your family, your life, and your career. A member of the class of 1969, you graduated into a world on the brink of change and boldly embraced the professional roles that shaped you as a nurse, administrator, educator, and lifelong learner. Understanding that mercy is defined by a spirit of love and compassion, your faith has been a cornerstone for your dedication to strengthening your community. A leader in the effort to establish John Paul II's Catholic school, you embodied the belief, we know, love, and serve God by serving others, a principle that lives at the heart of the school's values. Through Rotary International, Catholic Community Foundation, United Way, American Heart Association, and more, you have been an extraordinary force for positive change. Inspired by your mother's lessons, you have instilled a spirit of philanthropy in your children. Together, you endowed the Ryan Family Executive Director for the Salve Compass, a key role for an initiative that sets this institution apart with its unique student experience. As a trustee, your keen insights and thoughtful vision for Salve's future ensure that the next generations have unparalleled opportunities to carry our enduring mission forward. With a generosity of heart that abounds, your commitment reflects Catherine McCauley's determination to make a difference by turning empathy into action. For your dedication and service, education and community, Salve Regina University hereby confers upon you, Helen Ryan, as an honorary member of the class of 2026, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all its attendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities on the 17th day of May in the year 2026. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, and your degree. Thank you. Thank you so much, Helen. Thank you. Could I ask James O'Connell to join us at the podium? Wonderful. James J. O'Connell, your work with the people of Boston who are experiencing homelessness mirrors the very spirit in which Catherine McAuley founded the Sisters of Mercy. Using your skills as a gifted physician, you bring humanity to a population often overlooked by stepping directly into the neighborhoods and lives where you are needed most. Whether it is a shelter, under a bridge, or in an alley, you deliver care and pay attention to people who feel forgotten and alone. Throughout your distinguished career in healthcare, you have created and implemented infrastructures that support our most vulnerable. As president of Boston Healthcare for the Homeless program, you lead teams with a focused mission defined by compassion, effectiveness, dignity, and innovation. In a profession that often means hurrying from one patient to the next, you heeded the wisdom of your earliest mentors who taught you to slow down, commit to being present, and to never pass judgment. By embracing those lessons, you humbly connect with those you serve best and bear witness to their courage and resiliency in navigating the many challenges they face from day to day. In your memoir, Stories from the Shadows, Reflections of a Street Doctor, you share their compelling stories with candor and grace. And in the New York Times bestseller, Rough Sleepers, journalist Tracy Kidder spotlights your kindness, empathy, and persistence in treating your city's unhoused people. With each encounter, you offer more than medical assistance, you offer friendship. For your steadfast dedication and ministry in caring for the homeless over a span of more than 40 years, Salve Regina University hereby confers upon you, James J. O'Connell, as an honorary member of the class of 2026, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all of its attendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities on the 17th day of May in the year 2026. Congratulations.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Could I ask Rafael Angel Suarez, Jr., to step to the podium? Rafael Angel Suarez, Jr., your extraordinary career as an author, broadcaster, and journalist spans decades, continents, and platforms. From politics and presidential elections to immigration reform and stories around the globe, you have covered the most important news of our time with an emphasis on integrity and truth. As host of Wisdom Keepers, your conversations with faith leaders, historians, scientists, and so many others inspire listeners to search for togetherness in a world that can feel full of distractions. Reflecting on who we are and what it means to be human, your exploration underscores the vital role of hope and love in building a future for the common good. A prolific and gifted award-winning writer, your most recent book, We Are Home: Becoming American in the 21st Century, uplifts a critical concern of the Sisters of Mercy in a powerful way. Highlighting the immigrants from across our nation, you give voice to their experiences that, while unique, echo the journeys of so many of our nation's history who believed a better life was possible. In amplifying their stories, you remind us of the inherent dignity within each person, no matter our culture, background, or circumstances. For your deep commitment to ethical journalism and dedication to highlighting the narratives that continue to shape and define who we are, Salve Regina University hereby confers upon you Rafael Angel Suarez, Jr., as an honorary member of the class of 2026, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all of its attendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities on the 17th day of May in the year 2026. Congratulations. And today we are not only honored to confer upon Rafael Angel Suarez Jr. the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, we also have the privilege of having him as our 2026 commencement speaker. Ray.
Speaking for myself and the other honorees, thank you so much for this wonderful honor. I don't know if you pay much attention to commencement season, but schools have started to move toward hiring comedians and movie stars to be their commencement speakers. And I am neither a comedian nor a movie star, which will be quite apparent quite soon. But you may have noticed that journalists aren't very popular in 2026 America, and that's something that we all have to sit with and think about a little bit. I'm moving into the final years of a 50-year career in newsrooms, and this is especially gratifying. A kind of attaboy, a thank you for trying to do the right thing in my professional life, day in and day out, over the very long haul. So you bring me to this beautiful place on this satisfying and happy day, and I get to share your joy, if briefly. And my responsibility is, I guess, to give everybody something to think about for that brief interval between the time we hand you a diploma and finish today's business at hand, and you meeting your happy visitors for hugs and pictures with your robe and your weird hat. And I'm wearing a weird hat too, but I think I'm carrying it off, actually. Then, maybe in the years to come, events as they unfold will make you think of this talk again as in, yeah, like that guy said when I graduated. You don't have to remember the name. That will be a reward enough for me. When I first started getting asked to speak to graduating classes at campuses across the country in the late 90s, businesses were crawling all over campuses. Graduates were fielding multiple job offers, even being offered signing bonuses. I kid you not, late 90s, signing bonuses were a thing. It was a little bit of a challenge to know what to say to a young adult who was already grabbing the golden ring on life's merry-go-round, a young person who had made the wise choice to be born in the mid to late 70s. Graduating into a world with the Cold War wrapped up, a few messy fights in places like the former Yugoslavia being mopped up, and there was a kind of triumphalism in the air. The Soviet Union was gone, the economy was roaring, hundreds of millions of people in places around the world were rising from terrible poverty into a new global middle class. Graduates and visitors were feeling pretty pleased with themselves. But I managed. I talked about how education should ideally be more than trade school, that it was great that they had succeeded in a major field of study, but that I hoped they hadn't only come to this beautiful place, and America has a shocking number of beautiful campuses, just to learn to get a job. I talked up the value of education, reminded them that nobody chooses when they're born, and I hoped for the best. Then came the burst of the dot-com bubble, 9/11, wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, the wheels coming off the American economy in 2008, followed by the global economy teetering on the edge of collapse, The rise of school shootings, the rise of social media, Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, and a global pandemic, and a mob storming the Capitol in 2021, and now masked police dragging people out of their cars, pulling parents away from their children's arms. And just as you're about to hit the finish line, what? Another war. What a time to be alive, huh? Class of 2026, for most of you, I've just described the arc of your lives right up until now. The quarter century between jumbo jets crashing into American cities and your handshake on this stage. The triumphalism is gone. And guess what? It turned out to be harder to solve our collective problems than we ever told ourselves it was going to be. For every 2 steps forward, we took a step back, sometimes 2. Wars are really hard to end. Filling big box stores with stuff from all over the world means lower prices, but only later we find out those low prices don't come for free. You're about to officially march out of the exit door here at Salve Regina, transfigured from students into alums, and it's a lot less likely that anybody's handing you a signing bonus. I mean, you're great, don't get me wrong. If you want to hit me up later and tell me who's giving you a signing bonus, I'm very happy to hear it. Our simmering national arguments have turned nasty or even nastier and gave us the 2020s, both frightening and unforgettable. We've got deadlocked politics and unsettled scores, and America seems to be a pretty snarly place right now. Less than a decade since young men marched around a statue of Robert E. Lee and chanted, "You will not replace us," the great replacement has moved from dark corners of the dark web into mainstream discourse. Birthright citizenship is under debate after 128 years of functioning pretty convincingly. And high-ranking government officials, not marginalized nutcases, high-ranking government officials talk seriously about deporting 100 million people, more than 1 out of every 4 people living in this country. You somehow have to hold that thought in your head right alongside the current baby bust and the reality that in the US in 2010, for the first time, a majority of babies born in the country's maternity rooms trace their ancestry to Africa, Asia, and Latin America, and not Europe. Those kids are applying for college this and next year. They will start school here soon. You and they are heirs and eventually the bosses of a different America, an America far different from the one I marched in cap and gown to graduate in Washington Square Park in Lower Manhattan almost 50 years ago. You who right now don't feel very powerful or influential will have a lot to say about how that new America feels about itself. When you are in your 40s, in the 2040s, Americans of European ancestry will become a plurality rather than a majority of Americans, even as they remain the largest single group in American society as far as the eye can see. That moment is talked about in some dark corners with dread and fear. It probably will be at times unnecessarily contentious and unhappy, along with exciting and transformative, and in the end, just fine. We're going to be fine. What already seems to be people my age to be a kind of demographic earthquake, like, oh, when you talk to people who are 69 years old about what's going on, they are quite shocked by it all. For too many white Americans, a story of loss and displacement will just be America. It will just be what we're like. But as part of the vanguard members of that generation of transformation, educated, trained, lifetime citizens of that changed America, you will tell your countrymen and women and the world how it's going to be. That changed America is a place where you will be workers and teachers and parents and voters and leaders, and you will stand in the way of this country giving in to its worst impulses. You'll have to figure out some of the pressing questions about criminal justice and economic equity. You will have to live lives that prove there's a better way of figuring out when race matters, when it has mattered in our past, and when it doesn't matter. Because God knows we haven't managed that yet, and we can't keep on doing what we've been doing up until now. You will have to be creative and bold and risk-taking and serious, because I know none of this is easy. Not even because you necessarily want to, but because generations that came before you have already picked the low-hanging fruit, pushed off reckoning with America's new place in the world, delayed making tough decisions about the climate and repairing bridges and electric grids. This country was so prodigiously powerful and rich for so long that we started to act like it was just the way things are, the way things were supposed to be, the natural state of things, rather than a privilege that had to be fought for and earned and won over and over again by every new generation. Sometimes a people does the hard things right when they have to be done. And sometimes they wait until there's absolutely no other choice. And right now, right at this moment, we're looking to the world like a can't-do people. We have had such a hard time making common cause that we're going to have to get to work doing some postponed, necessary work only because, at long last, we have no other choice. And I get it. Before your families even get you to your graduation brunch, you're already going to have a lot on your plate, and I'm sorry. But it's going to work out. I swear, it really is. There are times when I'm talking with my youngest daughter, the pessimist of the bunch, and she lays it on pretty heavy about the ways my generation has fallen short of leaving a world fit to live in for her and her classmates. And I look her right in the eye and tell her first, "You're exactly right. We did that. But so what? You still have to play the hand that you've been dealt. Fortunes of a size and number unimaginable in the history of the world are being made in this country. Many were made even more fabulous and unimaginable during the pandemic. And at the same time, millions of families are working flat out, running just to stay in place because their work doesn't pay enough to cover the necessities of life. Young people are not just sliding the timelines for major life milestones, but seriously contemplating whether they will ever happen. For instance, considering never having children, while thanking their Gen X parents and Boomer grandparents for leaving them a world that doesn't seem like a particularly promising place to start a family. To even contemplate the long-term future for themselves. Scientists with greater and greater urgency deliver new data sets every week about the volume of water melting off of glaciers, the acidity of the world's ocean, saltwater incursions making crowded, hungry Bangladesh a tougher place to farm, while on the other side of the world, in Guatemala, after another year of unreliable rain, farmers simply put their tools down and head to the nearest big city or to the US border. The coffee they grew gets more expensive, and you graduates are smugly told that maybe you'd find it easier to save if you'd only skip that latte with an extra shot you downed before an exam. I can't imagine how annoying that would be. Yeah, sure, it's my cup of coffee that's making it hard to pay down my massive student loans. I wouldn't blame you for having mixed feelings, even on this happy day. I know I'm laying a lot on you when you're waiting to get your picture taken and get a celebratory lunch with some of the people who helped you get here, but bear with me, I'm almost done. In recent years, I've taught undergraduates, and it was thrilling to be in their company, because you may have noticed that one of the easiest cheap shots in our discourse right now is to put down young people. Surely you've heard it. Entitled and pampered and shallow and glued to their phones. Okay, you are glued to your phones, but that other stuff is totally wrong. When I did brown bags with my students, I walked away from the give and take sure that the put-down artists couldn't be talking about the same generation of Americans that I was meeting, that I was teaching. The dark moments I have come not from any worries about your ability to join me and your parents and your neighbors in helping to get the world right. The dark moments only come from reflecting on the massive tasks ahead. How will we meet the rising aspiration of hundreds of millions of people in parts of the world just getting richer now, allowing them, encouraging them to become richer still while not doing it in the same carbon-intense and awful way that previous generations did? How will we provide educations to our children that don't vary widely based on how wealthy their parents are or what zip code they were born in, that end up just reproducing the inequalities of today in tomorrow's Americans? With many of you entering healing and helping professions, will we have the wit and the ambition and the will to provide health care to the poorest among us that meets a standard for decency and care and compassion that at least resembles what we provide for the richest among us? Can we challenge ourselves to do better when we know that in some American communities, years of added stress and challenge, improper and insufficient health care shorten people's lives by a decade or more? These are our fellow Americans who carry in their blood, in their cells, a measurable sign of the kind of lives they have had to lead. These things are true even as some commentators are disparaging the sin of empathy. Have you heard that phrase, the sin of empathy? Warning us that we can end up coddling and suffering people so much that we lose sight of right and wrong. I hope, whether you are Catholic or from another branch of Christianity, from another faith altogether, or of no religion at all, that in hanging out with Sisters of Mercy, hearing the story of Catherine McCauley, choosing a place that is small, tight-knit, nurturing, that part of this university's mission is lived out in who you've become, that this place is kind of soaked into your pores in a way that makes you highly suspicious of the idea that empathy, the ability to understand and see the lives and suffering of others, can ever be a sin. We don't yet know, and may not know for some time, what kind of mark gets left on you all by the events of recent years, socially, economically, politically, and I know that I've already given you a lot of assignments today. The hard part is, you've got to do all these things, like literally saving our bacon, while also building for yourselves and those around you terrific lives, enriched and deepened by the educations that you spent your years here getting. You didn't just go to 4 years of trade school. You made your way through the curriculum not just to be able to recite a set of facts, but hopefully also drink deeply from some of the best thinking of the last couple of thousand years. You've got to get a job, I know, if you don't have one already, and I know your guests are thinking about that too. But your times have to fit like a puzzle piece into the story of the world. Your lives have to make some sense to you. And now, because you are educated people, you've got multiple lenses through which to decipher challenging and confusing times. Ready to earn a living, sure, but also ready to live a life. My wish for you is that your Salve education is constantly echoing in your head as you move through new situations and settings and challenges, that the things you learned here will not be forgotten, but only make more sense to you in the coming years. Because now, because you did this, there's a rudder on your boat. You've been given the tools to be head up, eyes forward, wide awake in an unpredictable and challenging time. It doesn't have to sound ponderous. 2,000 years ago, a young Jewish preacher talked to his followers about common everyday things and made them sound exciting and holy. He told them to be light and salt, and it was good advice. Light up every room you're in. Don't be bored, and don't be boring. Be salt, be bread, be light. Be a gift to everyone you meet. I hope your time here has helped you see your way to having a soul that's in good shape, even if you're still working out what it means to have one. Because when times are rough, having your soul in good working order is going to get you through times of no money, much better than money is going to get you through times of no soul. Thanks for having me with you today. Thanks for the gift of this honor. I am proud and I am glad to be one of you. And it says here in the proceedings, Dr. Suarez returns to his seat. It's remarkable. It wasn't that when I got up here, but okay. Thank you very much. I love you.
Thank you, Dr. Suarez. That was phenomenal. We really enjoyed it. Ms. Cheryl-Mrzowski will now invite Dr. Armstrong to confer degrees on the candidates.
President Armstrong, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Salve Regina University, I invite you to confer this year's baccalaureate degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the university, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer on you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, as you qualify under their respective curricula with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. Yeah.
All graduates, except those receiving the Bachelor of Arts and Sciences degree, please be seated. So you were actually to be standing. So, Bachelor of Arts and Sciences degree, please rise. Dr. Tara Brooke Watkins and Dr. Katie Brennan will present the degree candidates to the president.
Will the marshals please escort the Bachelor of Arts and Sciences graduates to the stage? Maverick Foster Kavakis, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Galanis, magna cum laude. Reese Mary Elizabeth Inzero, magna cum laude. Christopher James Karolidis, magna cum laude. Liam Anthony Carr, cum laude. Julia Rose Shuko. Thomas M. Sheehan. Will the marshals please escort the Bachelor of Arts graduates to the stage? Faith Ann Cabrita. Jessica Lynn Albright, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Karen Anderson, summa cum laude. Juliana Mary Anderson. Haley Marie Andrade. Anna Lynn Anise, cum laude. Lauren Bedorek, cum laude. Michael Paul Balsamo. Samantha Louise Baptista. Maria Fernanda Barragan Trevino. And Laura Christina Barros, magna cum laude. Janet Batcher, magna cum laude. Kathleen Elise Bazarian. Mia Isabel Bennett, magna cum laude. Ashley Blake, magna cum laude. Nicholas Joseph Blute, magna cum laude. Kylie Braham Rivera. Colleen Elizabeth Brown. Alexis Shanta Butts. Alexandra Grace Callahan. Sophia Noel Cargis. Trayson Anthony Carino. Daniel Joseph Karen. Colin Patrick Cassidy, summa cum laude. Ethan Foster Kavakis, magna cum laude. Ella Cecilia Sensi, summa cum laude. Kelsey Jean Chasen. Julia G. Kiola. Ariana Michelle Clasby, cum laude. Dylan Charles Koblenz, magna cum laude. Reese Avery Cologne. Amelia Banks Conkey, cum laude. Beth Erin Convertito, magna cum laude. Emma Carlin Corselli. Mariana I. Cornejo. Paige Annetta Crowley, summa cum laude. Camille Isabel Cullen. Megan Curran. Paige Carmela Cutler, summa cum laude. Noelle D'Amico, cum laude. Hannah J. Krishna Darji, magna cum laude. Brooke Alexandria De Rosa. Mahek D. Das. Rebecca Ann Dawson, summa cum laude. Annabelle Lou Manglin DeClue. Megan Grace Deely, summa cum laude. Carmen Rosina DeFabo, magna cum laude. Eleonora Rosaria Deininger, cum laude. Stella Marie DeFranzo, magna cum laude. Olivia Ann Dosher, magna cum laude. Sydney Rose Dufresne, summa cum laude. Sophia Dupree.
Mansoor Egbali. Kelly Ann Enright. Megan Lynn Faria, summa cum laude.
Jacob Alexander Van Dongen Felice, magna cum laude. Brooke C. Feldman, summa cum laude. Caroline Lindsay Fenstermacher, summa cum laude. Delenn Farrar, cum laude. Annie Rose Flaherty. Haley Josephine Flynn, magna cum laude. Brendan James Foley, cum laude. Kara Freudenrich. Riley Kathleen Fulham, cum laude. Harrison Gagnon. Isabella Rose Gannon, magna cum laude. Valerie Garzon, magna cum laude.
Julia Starr Gearing.
Abigail Gibson, cum laude. Elizabeth Kiernan Gilbert. Rose Marie Giordani, magna cum laude. Sydney Lorraine Goslin. Lauren Amelia Goyette, summa cum laude. Sophia Elizabeth Gribet. Riley James Gilboa. Mia Gustafson. Braden John Hamilton, cum laude. Hannah K. Healy. Emily Elizabeth Henderson, magna cum laude. Kiera Ann Herbert. Grace Anna Hudson, magna cum laude. Madeline May Hudson, summa cum laude. Veronica Ann O'Giles Hunt, magna cum laude. George John Ivis IV, magna cum laude. Jordan Kathleen Kane. Mary A. Caseman, cum laude. Anya Madeline Kashicki, magna cum laude. Emily Grace Kelly, cum laude. Jade Esther Kennedy. Christian R. Kaloran. Ella Jean Klauke, cum laude. Eliana Michaela Koenig, magna cum laude. Brian John Koluch, magna cum laude. Paige Logan Kozlicki. Scout Cameron Kraus. Emma Lynn Krumrei, magna cum laude. Livia Rain Shovalak. Bo Labby. Kayla Rose Lamantia. Thomas John Langen, magna cum laude. Colton John Langdon. Richard William LaRoche, cum laude. Autumn Victoria Lorenzano Frost, cum laude. Miranda Ali Lesperance, cum laude. Megan Rose Loveck, magna cum laude. Zoe Grace Lewis, summa cum laude. Margaret Suzanne Lind. Ava Catherine Lundbohm, summa cum laude. Lily Ann Luskin, cum laude.
Patrick Allen Malpa. Anna Celeste Mangino. Taylor Maria Manzi. Isabel Sophia March, magna cum laude. Sydney Malay Mades. Kate Diane Markowski, summa cum laude. Isabella Rose Murati. Liam Anthony Marr, cum laude. Alexia Lucia McConaughey, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Bryn Madison McGee. Richard T. McLaughlin, Jr., magna cum laude. Valentina Mena. Gabrielle Simone Miller. Owen Miller. Reagan Elizabeth Moffat, magna cum laude. Coco Antoinette Morin, cum laude. Elizabeth Margaret Muller, summa cum laude. Isabella Evelyn Munoz. Caitlin Elise Mirak, magna cum laude. Cecilia Ray Mayette, summa cum laude. Sophia Bella Dabrowski. Catherine Elizabeth Nip Jenkins, cum laude. Sadie Isabel Noyes, cum laude. Catherine Ann O'Farrell, magna cum laude. Rashida Omar. Ryan M. Ordonez. Gianna Noel Ormstead, summa cum laude. Ray Otake. Cameron Elijah Page, magna cum laude. Gabrielle N. Pulowski. Victor I. Perez, cum laude. Philip Jack Pires. Joseph Yegor Powers. Olivia Lee Powers, magna cum laude. Gray Victoria Quigley, summa cum laude. Maribel Amparo Ramirez. Angelina Lynn Regals. Connor Niall Riley. Sadie Elizabeth Reed. Jaslyn Rose Rivera, magna cum laude. Ashley Nyancy Rodriguez. Samantha Duva Ronsi. Alix Marie Delphine Russo. Kira Rose Russin. Teresa Rose Sachinelli, summa cum laude. Jayana Olivia Saunders. Jillian Rose Shenna, magna cum laude. Alyssa Marie Schilling, magna cum laude. Emily Quinn Sieska, cum laude. Amelia Carol Silvestro, cum laude. Joshua Avery Smith V, cum laude. Georgia Ann Smith Rasmussen, magna cum laude. Leah Oliveri Spangler, summa cum laude. Stella Marie Spirides. Liam John Strumsky. Noella Paige Suchecki. Colin Emmett Sullivan.
Sono Grace Takahashi, magna cum laude. Delia Catherine Tarasco. Neri Yair Tehran Bernal, cum laude. Kai Lanai Thomas. Lucy Marie Thorson, magna cum laude. Emily Jane Tumasian. I'll do what I can. Juliet Ann Trabal Vargas. Anna Olivia May Ungert. Aiden Dawson Sems Valsich. Abigail Elizabeth Vassallo, summa cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Waldron. Abigail Noel Walsh, magna cum laude. Isabella Katrina Walsh, cum laude. Anna Elizabeth Weingart. Samuel Aaron Weintraub. Lauren Rose Carr Westman. Isabel Love Westfall. Nyla White. Leandy Williams. Patrick J. Woodford. Tyler A. Zumo. Samuel G. Zwiner. Will the marshals please escort the Bachelor of Science graduates to the stage? Okay. Hallie Sweet Allen, cum laude. Jessica Alvarado Morales, cum laude. Alyssa Amaral. Alessandra Anderson, magna cum laude. Kayla Elizabeth Andreo, cum laude. Emily L. August, magna cum laude. Olivia Michelle Augustine, valedictorian and summa cum laude. Sunaya Avilala, summa cum laude. Katie Eileen Ayala. Delia Maureen Bailey. Simran Singh Bakshi. Valeria Ballesteros. Melanie A. Bamber. Taylor Grace Barnaby. Alexei Bereshevsky. Haley May Basso. Jillian Ella Bauco, magna cum laude. Walter C. Bauman. Sydney Sophia Baxter. Cameron Meyer Belair, cum laude. Christina Rose Bellizzi. Christopher Walter Bethany. Sawyer James Byer, cum laude. Victoria N. Bird. Natalie Corinne Blazak, magna cum laude. Luis Cesar Bonilla Alonso. Andrew Joseph Bossy. Lucinda Boozy, magna cum laude. Jackson Brenneck. Mackenzie C. Broadley, cum laude. Matthew Brunton, magna cum laude. Carissa Ann Burns, cum laude. Sandra M. Bustos.
Jenna Cabecca. Gabriella Lucy Cafero. Grace Catherine Connors, cum laude. Alexa Maria Calabresi, magna cum laude. Logan J. Calder. Ty C. Kalenda. Sophia Marguerite Canestra, cum laude. Aiden Canty. Isabel Lucy Capistron. Emily Claire Capicelli, magna cum laude. Robert Kyle Carbone. Haley Elise Carpentier. Victor J. Cara II. Jesse F. Cabaretta, magna cum laude. Millie Elizabeth Chalk. Christopher A. Chelius. Erin Siobhan Coates. Abigail Keating Cole. Devin Elizabeth Collins, cum laude. Kaylee Noel Collins, cum laude. Adair Torpy Condon, cum laude. Aiden M. Connolly. Caitlin Bridget Connolly. Michael Thomas Cormier Luce. Georgia Mary Costello, magna cum laude. Kyle Crampton. Ashley Laura Crespo, cum laude. Julian Creek. Samantha Elizabeth Croak, summa cum laude. Trinity Malia Halili Custodia. Erin Elizabeth Dalton, cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Danahy. Hannah Elizabeth Danowitz. Lydia Paige Descalos, cum laude. Ella Rose Davis, cum laude. Julia Emily Ping Decker. Jacqueline Rose Durandi. Noah Thomas DeSantis, cum laude. William C. DeShane, magna cum laude. Kay DeStefani. Kinley Amber DiCarlo, cum laude. Kayla Elizabeth Dolan, cum laude. Sophia Galong DeWicki, cum laude. Owen Neil Duffy. Johanna Denise Dullahan, magna cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Dumond, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie Dunner, cum laude. Calvin Joseph Diamond, magna cum laude.
Ruth Montgomery Emerson, cum laude. Riley Amber Esposito, magna cum laude. Dorin and Krogbo Esso. Thomas Peter Fallon, summa cum laude. Brady Pearson Farrell. Avery Grace Fitzgerald. Maeve Fogarty. Marissa Ava Farino. Brandon Michael Frank, summa cum laude. Sydney Scott Fuller. Jessica Ann Galante, cum laude. Elise Reed Gallagher.
Grace Amber Gallagher, magna cum laude.
Lauren Hope Gallagher, magna cum laude. Kyle Alishan Garabedian. Elvira Lucille Garamay. Sophia Gendron. Daniela Rose Generis. Marguerite Ellen George, cum laude. Talitha Elise Gerantani Chandler. Serena Leah Gill. Andy Julianne Glahuski, cum laude. Samantha Ann Goldstein. Abigail Elizabeth Goodall. Braxton Allen Goodwin. Fiona Kilrow Gorman, magna cum laude. Meena Catherine Goswami, magna cum laude. Kevin Griffin, cum laude. Jonathan Michael Hamill, magna cum laude. Diana L. Haroyan. Ashley J. Harvey. Corinne Grace Hathaway. James O. Haveron. Kelly Rose Hayes. Madison Carol Hayward, magna cum laude. Benjamin Brett Higgins. Isabel Marilyn Hoadley, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Hoyle. Christopher Anthony Holjak. Dylan Charles Hutchinson. Casey David James Johnson, magna cum laude. Charlotte B. Johnson, magna cum laude. Lily Jane Keating, cum laude.
William George Kine, cum laude. Alexandra Rose Kelly. Margaret Maureen Kelly. Morgan Lynn Kirby. Christopher Coltson.
Erin Mary Colbanus, summa cum laude. Lillian Margaret Kucharski. David Laber, magna cum laude.
Dylan Larson. Brianna Louise Laskowski, cum laude. Kevin Brian Lazar, cum laude. Emma Laley. Jesse Declan Leiter. Madison Paige Lentine. Cooper Harding Limerick. Joseph Earl Logue, magna cum laude. Anna Lopez Lascarain, magna cum laude. Sean Thomas Lucas. Daniel Joseph Luciano. Emily Lund, summa cum laude. Justin A. Luzzi. Olivia Rose McDonald, cum laude. Kayla Marie Machado. Colin Andrew McKean. Haley Marie Millette, cum laude. Hunter Jane Millette. Charlotte Daisy Manolian. Avery Kelly Marchand, cum laude. Lily May Mariconda. Dana Markley. Alicia Mastercola, cum laude. Gabriella Maria Maynard. Rebecca Christine McChrystal, magna cum laude. Kara Elizabeth McFadden. Erica Diane McGowan, cum laude. Abigail Regina McGrory. Samantha Diane McKenzie. Ashton E. McLean. John F. McMullen II, cum laude. Brendan Patrick McRoy. Maisie McShane, magna cum laude. Emma Lauren Medeiros. Vivian Margaret Meehan. Claire Lorraine Meehan, cum laude. Jonathan Malisi. India L. Mello. Isabel Eve Mignano. Alfred Edward Beeklos III, cum laude. Madison Alexis Mirabili, magna cum laude. Paige McKenna Money. Abigail Jimenez Montero. Caroline Grace Moody. Olivia Rose Morelli, magna cum laude. Kentaro Mori. Aaron Michael Muncaster, magna cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Murray.
Daniel Naglieri, magna cum laude. Sophia Eileen Neary, magna cum laude. Sloan Cameron Nelson. Sophia Renee Norton. Jackson Thomas Nowry, cum laude. Alexander M. Oakleaf, cum laude. Riley Margaret O'Connell. Olivia Grace O'Donoghue. Jessica Marie O'Neill, magna cum laude. Emmeline Leah Osborne, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Erin Keela O'Sullivan, magna cum laude. Jessica P. Oswald, cum laude. Sebastian Rafael Pacheco. Caitlin Ashley Pava, magna cum laude. Joseph Anthony Palazzo. Valeria Parmenides. Kelsey Mackenzie Pate. Taylor Benjamin Charles Pendleton, summa cum laude. Dominic Penny. Mercedes Ryan Pino, magna cum laude. Lori Lee Pacifico. Marissa Nicole Parachi, magna cum laude. Morgan Kathleen Peretz, cum laude. Caroline Joan Peterson. Emily Mary Petanici, magna cum laude. Isabella Perez. Natalie Elizabeth Pompey, magna cum laude. Claire Helen Powell, cum laude. Mark A. Pramutico. Peyton Lee Prouty, summa cum laude. Vaughn C. Randall, magna cum laude. Ella Grace Rosso. Autumn Maya Reed. Ava Rose Reed. Ethan Christopher Reed. Abigail Lee Rodas. Heather Hazel Rivera. Isaac Rivera. Emma Louise Robateo, cum laude. Callista Lynn Robin. Deidre Suzanne Omalia Gallagher Rook. Brady Andrew Ross. Taylor Lily Ross. Emma Kathleen Rothrick, magna cum laude. Michael S. Rutstein.
Michael Vincent Soterio, cum laude. Emma Rose Scambari. Carter Landry Shell, cum laude. Emmett Hugo Schooley, cum laude. Callie Alyssa Schultz, cum laude. William Osborne Schwanneweed. Mia Grace Senator, summa cum laude. Sean Stephen Seymour, magna cum laude. Lila Mae Sharman, magna cum laude. Lily Schlosser, magna cum laude. Evan Cole Seminetta. Kaylee Allison King Sinnott. Peter Francis Scoffus, magna cum laude. Timothy Smilon. Cameron Richard Smith. Jacoby Malik Smith. Madison Kylie Smith, magna cum laude. Seaton Elizabeth Smith, magna cum laude. Alexandra Salk. Marco Luis Soto. Isabella Spagoni. Sophia Jen Spano, cum laude. Cadence Del Stawicki, cum laude. Karina Nicole Stead. Carolyn Taylor Sterling, summa cum laude. Christopher George Stoll. Caroline Susanna Stump, summa cum laude. Andre Alexander Sullivan, magna cum laude. Jack Stephen Sullivan, summa cum laude. Hikaru Suzuki, summa cum laude. Lucy Renee Swanson. Emily M. Zergowitz. Aoi Tamara. Ryan Murray Tartaro. Nathan Paul Tessier. Maggie Grace Theophanides, summa cum laude. Natalie Anna Tolman, summa cum laude. Benjamin David Tomas. Cassie Elizabeth Tonis. Claire Aurora Toomey. Zachary Stephen Truding. Katerina Zirkonova. Carson Blaze Van Winkle, cum laude. Marida Emily Vega. Juliana Vigniero. Tyler Warren. Alexis Lee Walt, magna cum laude. Juliana Sky Weber. Creighton Harrison Wesson. Nina Lee Westerland. Skylar Marie Wickland, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Weekus. Allison Nicole Williams. Kara E. Wolahujin. Eliana Wu. George Kwame Yaboa. Henry William Patrick Young, magna cum laude. Lauren Pilar Young Mata, cum laude. Samuel D. Zawale, magna cum laude. Jared Robert Zevzavagian.
We would like to take a moment to acknowledge members of the class of 2026 who've been honored with awards within their respective departments. If you are a recipient of a departmental award, we kindly request that you stand to be formally recognized. I now ask all of the the degree recipients to please rise. In keeping with tradition, I now invite you to move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Congratulations, but remain standing, please. I'm pleased to commend today's graduates to Ms. Maylin Patton, Vice President for Advancement, who will receive the class of 2026 into the Salve Regina Alumni Network.
With the class of 2026 already standing, I now invite all other Salve Regina University alumni present to rise as we bear witness to their transition into the Salve Regina Alumni Network. Class of 2026, I welcome you now as you officially become members of Salve Regina's Alliance of Alumni, who will always be united with this university and each other by shared experiences and friendships with one another. You join those who aspire to live by the ideals of Salve Regina, carrying its mission forward, and are warmly welcomed into the ranks of Salve Regina graduates. Congratulations.
Please be seated. The valedictorian is the member of the graduating class with the highest cumulative grade point average at the end of his or her 7th semester. This year's graduating class is so impressive that we have 3 valedictorians. Olivia Augustine, Alexia McGonaghy, and Emmeline Osborne. Emmeline Osborne, representing all of our valedictorians, will now address the Salve Regina class of 2026.
Good morning, esteemed faculty and staff, families, friends, honored guests, and of course, my fellow graduates of the Salve Regina class of 2026. I am so excited to share a few words with you today, and of course, to share this honor with both Olivia and Alexia. Before I begin, I of course want to express my deepest gratitude to my incredible support system. To my family, thank you for your unwavering love, patience, and belief in me. Your support has shaped who I am today, and truly none of this would be possible without you. To my friends, thank you for making Newport feel like a home away from home, even though it makes saying goodbye so much harder. And a special thank you to my professors and mentors within the education department. Thank you for turning what once just felt like a career choice into something that truly feels like a calling. I think back to that rainy day in early September of 2022 when we walked through the gates of Ochre Court for the first time as a class after an exciting but very long week of freshman year orientation. If you're anything like me, you probably thought you had it all figured out, that you knew the type of person you were, who you wanted to surround yourself with, and what your future was going to look like. Throughout that first week, we heard a lot about Salve's mission, mercy, service, lifelong learning, and while those ideas sounded important, I don't think many of us fully understood or internalized just how much they would come to define our time here. Somewhere along the way, they stopped just being things we heard and became values we lived by each day, even if we didn't realize it. They've shown up in our classrooms, our experiences, our friendships, and even in the moments that have challenged us. One of the most important things that I've learned over the past 4 years while studying education is the value of understanding the whole student. Not just their grades, not just what they're good at or what they struggle with, but who they are as a person. And I think that's something we don't always do for ourselves. Because somewhere along the way, we start to define ourselves by external labels. We all came into Salve with labels, and we've taken on even more during our time here. Student athlete, international student, resident advisor, service advocate, researcher, artist, performer, the list goes on. And under those labels, we have undeniably accomplished so much. To name just a few, over the last 4 years, 6 members of our graduating class had the opportunity to perform on a Broadway stage through the Department of Music, Theater, and Dance. 130 members of our graduating class took their learning global, studying abroad in 12 different countries across 4 continents. Additionally, 3% of our class have traveled to Salve from their homes abroad. Our international graduating students hail from 8 different countries on 4 continents. Student athletes from the class of 2026 have contributed to historic seasons and major milestones, including our men's basketball team making program history with a run to the NUMAC semifinals. Leah Spangler and Jenny Batcher, both from the class of 2026, were featured in a Boston Globe article as a powerful example of civil discourse, one roommate serving as president of the Salve Democrats and the other as the president of the Young Republicans. Collectively, the class of 2026 has volunteered thousands of hours at over 100 different community partners across our Rhode Island community, truly embracing Salve's mission of service and making a meaningful impact on the communities around us. These are just a few of the countless feats our class has achieved over the past 4 years. At the risk of sounding cliche, we truly do have so much to be proud of today. But a more important question isn't just what we've done during our time here, it's who we've become in the process. Because while these accomplishments are of course impressive, the labels they give us only tell part of the story. Being a student athlete doesn't just mean you played a sport. It means you are disciplined, resilient, and a team player. Studying abroad doesn't just mean you spent a semester in another country. It means you were adaptable, open-minded, and curious. Being a student leader doesn't just mean you held a title. It means you showed up for others, guided people through challenges, and made a difference. And being a student here at Salve doesn't just mean earning a degree and surviving countless late nights in McKillop Library. It means you learned how to think beyond yourself, serve others, and lead with mercy. As you move forward into whatever comes next, I encourage you to think beyond the labels that you carry. Think about the kind of person you are. Think about how your friends would describe you, not just your resume or your accomplishments, but your character. Because if Salve has taught us anything, it's that our impact isn't defined by what we achieve, but simply by our attitude and how we show up. That's what makes this place so special. This year, during my student teaching, I was reminded of that in the most unexpected way. During a small group lesson, one of my 3rd graders asked, "But Miss Osborne, what happens if we get it wrong?" And before I could respond, another student replied, "It's fine, we just have to try again." It was such a simple moment, but it stayed with me. Because in that moment, I realized just how often we forget that concept as we get older. We really can learn a lot more from 8 and 9-year-olds than you might think. We become so focused on getting things right, on succeeding, on proving ourselves, that we forget that learning and life really is just about trying, failing, and trying again. In a room full of 3rd graders, amidst the chaos and their unrelenting honesty, I saw courage, curiosity, and resilience in its purest form. They weren't afraid to make mistakes. They weren't afraid to ask questions. They simply showed up, tried their best, and kept going. And maybe that's the most important lesson we carry with us today. Because as we leave Salve, we may not have everything figured out, and that's okay. What matters is that we keep showing up and we keep learning. 4 years ago, we walked through the gates of Ochre Court as new students, probably thinking we had everything figured out. Today, we have the opportunity to walk through those same gates once again. This time, not walking towards Salve, but forward into whatever comes next. This time, I encourage you to embrace the fact that you might not have everything figured out. Because the truth is, the labels we carry may open doors for us, but it's our character that will define what we do once we walk through them. So wherever life takes you, classrooms, hospitals, courtrooms, labs, or places we can't even imagine yet, go forward not just as what you've accomplished, but as who you have become. Be the person who shows up. Be the person who keeps trying. Be the person who leads with curiosity, with courage, and of course, with mercy. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Emmeline. We will now hear the university hymn, Salve Regina. The words may be found on the inside back cover of the commencement program. Today's rendition will be performed by members of the class of 2026 vocal groups, Mixtapes, and Pitches with Attitude.
Sanctus Dominus, Virgoris Vice Materis Vice, Sanctus Dominus, Alleluia. Our life, our sweetness here below, oh Maria, our hope and sorrow and in woe, oh Maria, triumph all ye cherubs, sing with us ye seraphs, heaven and earth resound the hymn, salve, 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 salve Regina, salve Regina, salve Regina.
Thank you for that. I now invite Sister Therese Antone, University Chancellor, to close our ceremony by calling forward our class of 2026 valedictorians, Olivia Augustine, who will carry the mace, and Alexia McConaughey, who will carry the mission statement.
Well, hello, everyone. This is a very exciting moment because I'm the one that sets you free. But please, to know how very, very proud I am of each and every one of you undergraduates. And I want to give a special word of congratulations to our honorary degree recipients today. Congratulations to Dr. Ryan, congratulations to Dr. O'Connor, and congratulations to Dr. Suarez. And I have to say thank you, Dr. Suarez, for your wonderful mercy message. You gave us much to think about. And each one of the people you heard from today really drew for you of a real sketch of your future and how you can grab hold of it and go forward. Remember the words that you have heard today. But all that being said, I do offer my congratulations to you also. And wondering, do you feel a little bit of joy and satisfaction? Do you feel any joy? Oh! It's really exciting. I mean, you should feel very satisfied because you have met the challenges of very rigorous academic programs. But while you were doing that, you also experienced the vitality and love of a community committed to mercy. So while you were meeting those challenges, you had that support. You experienced some empathy too. Remember that. Wonderful words that you heard today. But as you go forward in this new chapter during your life, there are enduring values of mercy that you will carry forward. And I know you will always remember the words of the Mercy Mission: make the world a harmonious, just, and merciful place. But also remember the words in the beginning of the mission: always seek wisdom. It's a wonderful gift. You need to think about it. You need to ask for it. You need to practice justice and mercy to really know wisdom. It's not easy. It's difficult. But you are prepared for it. You have here at Salve Regina an education that has prepared you to live a very just and merciful life. So this is my charge to you, to each and every one of you, to make acts of justice, mercy, and love. Acts, not thoughts, acts of mercy, justice, and love. Constants in your life. Dare to live your life leading with mercy and the power of self-determination. You know who you are. You know how strong you are. You know how well prepared you are. Lead by example. Stay positive. Be the person who makes a difference. Be the person who makes a difference in the life of someone else. All of these things are very important. So act justly. Walk with mercy and with love. The University Mace is the symbol of the intellectual and spiritual strength that you have received here at Salve Regina. So it is my pleasure today to authorize the passing of the University Mace to Olivia Augustin, and the mission statement is going to be carried by Alexis McConaughey. Members of the class of 2026, the Mace and mission statement carried in the recessional symbolize the university ideals that you individually, class of 2026, you now bear what is embodied in the Mace and the mission statement. Your life's journey stretches far into a future on the path filled with twists and turns that none of us can yet imagine. Salve Regina will be known by you. Who you are is who Salve Regina is. Today, as proud bearers of our university mission, you join Salve grads around the world who influence the future of our planet. Members of the class, I trust and I pray every day, just as the MACE and mission statement are proudly carried in the recessional, you will carry the mercy spirit forever in your hearts. May life's lessons you have learned here serve as your guiding markers as you encounter life's future crossroads. May you travel the path of life in peace, with faith as your compass and love as your lodestar. God bless you. Love you all. Congratulations. And have a wonderful day.
This concludes our commencement exercises. Would you please all stand as the president, the members of the Board of Trustees, the platform guests, the faculty, and the graduates process out of the tent. The families and guests of the graduates are asked to please remain in their places until the entire procession has left the tent. Thank you.